wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flo Show No Filter. And y'all know what it's time to do. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flo Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Come on in. Back like we never left on this Thirsty Thursday, the Flo Show No Filter. Available on Apple and Spotify. Tell your friends to tell your friends. If you want to be live and see me work live in person, then join us on the Flo Show No Filter live at 7:30 a.m. every Monday through Friday. Come in with the chat with the breakfast crew, get you a Floppuccino, and sit back and relax and enjoy. We got a great group. Everybody that comes watch me live loves the chat. They love the experience. So I invite anybody who want to see what I do live, come on with us, join the breakfast crew. Bunch of great people. Don't be shy. Y'all, I'm mad today. I don't know what's going on with this Tony Busby, Jay-Z fiasco, dumpster fire, whatever word you want to use. And then on top of that, Diddy mad. So we got to talk about why Diddy mad. Is some more corruption surrounding Diddy. Also, we got to decide, is Tony Busby finished or is he done? Because y'all know me, I call it right down the middle. And New York judges and a lot of the public is through with Tony Busby right now. It ain't looking good. We're going to talk about that. And a little more. You know, we got to give our subscriber and our shopper of the day some love. That'll be a little bit later in the show. But I think I'm going to start off today with Tony Busby's ass. No Diddy. It's looking bad, y'all. I've been digging. And it's not just Tony Busby, but it's a lot crumbling around him. And one thing that we've been talking about on this show is, you know, we believe the victims and we know how important it is to believe victims. But what we've been talking about is what we don't want is whether victims are lying or, you know, we know every last one of these stories ain't 100%. You know, some people, you know, it's the world we live in. Some people will use this opportunity to think they can get a free buck, and then it doesn't do anything but just take away from the many real victims we have out here. And they are muddying the waters so much that the actual real victims are beginning to get lost in this, which is why I can't wait for the real trial to start May 5th, because we've gotten to a point where we don't know what to believe. Everybody's saying this and saying that, and we hearing people on tape say one thing and then they say another, but then we don't know if it's AI, and then the tape ain't been authenticated. It's just a mess. But here on the Flo Show No Filter, you know, we're going to weed through that mess. Before I get to that, let me just shout y'all out real quick, everybody who supports this podcast. Let me give y'all some great news. You know, I always tell you I had no vision of starting a podcast or even doing a podcast. It was just my fans and supporters kept saying I need to do one. My sis Shan, she just told me I was going to do one, even when I was saying I wasn't. Anyway, I was going over numbers yesterday because I always keep track of our progress, what we need, what we doing, how we looking. And when I came across this information, I said, I got to share it with my podcast listeners because y'all have been amazing. And we together have taken this podcast to places I didn't even know in such a short time. So yesterday, y'all know we are the end of next week, we'll be hitting 100,000 downloads. And on Apple, Spotify, and the rest of the big podcast platforms. Do y'all know that since podcasts came around, only 5% of all podcasts, old podcasts, new podcasts, we talking all podcasts, only 5% of all podcasts reach 100,000 downloads in their entire lifetime of a podcast. We are about to do that in just over 4 months, which is incredible. I double checked the stats and I couldn't believe it. I even had to go to ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, I'm about to hit 1,000 downloads. 100,000 downloads on my podcast. It was like, that's amazing. They say only 5% even reached that in a lifetime. And the reason why I'm bringing that to y'all is because this is an independent people's podcast that we have come together and did incredible things in just 4 months. So we got some good shit to look forward to. We are independent. I call this the little independent podcast that could. Because these motherfuckers tried to ban me from TikTok. They tried to do all type of stuff. But they didn't know I had a serious community behind me. And they know I'm unstoppable. And we came together and independent, no big corporations, none of their money, none of their influence. And we are in the top 5% of every motherfucking podcasting right now. So I want everybody to take a second before I get into this trifling ass Diddy and Jay-Z talk to pat each other on the back. And I just want to give y'all those numbers so we understand we came a long way with the Flo Show No Filter, but we got a long way to go. We're going to continue to kick ass because we've been kicking ass. 4 months, 100,000 downloads. We already in the top 5%. Independent, not dependent on nobody. We got our own merch store. We got our own everything. And I told y'all, I already was starting this subscription and beginning to be self-sufficient already before the TikTok banned me. But once TikTok banned me, it really showed me the only way you could be a real truth teller is you got to have your own platform and you got to be subscription-based. Your community going to have to support you. And you got to come up with your merch store and do things so you can be independent, so you can continue to get on this microphone and bring people the truth. And I don't have to mention, we still 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. 5-star ratings at over 100 episodes and 100,000 downloads, and we still got a 5-star rating with my opinionated ass. Because it's people that disagree with stuff I say, and they want to just give me 1 star just to hate. And despite all that, we had 5 stars. So I just had to take a second. I don't give y'all the numbers because I don't want to bore y'all with y'all shit because y'all come here for the news and my views, and I know that. So, but I just thought y'all have been so amazing. Y'all are so much a part of this podcast that I gotta let y'all know we independent and we in the top 5% already. We go to the 3%, top 1% before you know it. So let's just keep going. And I got another situation when we get into the subscribers later on. Don't let me forget to tell you about the mullet story. And remind me in the chat, the mullet story. So let's get in to this today. Congratulations to y'all. Let's clap it up for making this independent truth-telling podcast. This podcast ain't kissing nobody's ass. No elite, no corporation, no nothing. And we can't be stopped. So let's keep it going. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your friends about the podcast. And let's continue to push and continue to be the little independent podcast that could. Because we mighty out here, y'all. So what do we got going on with this with this Jay-Z and Tony Busby mess? Let's get into it. I'm going to just start off with a little clip, and then we're going to go into it from there. But it's just a crazy, crazy situation, y'all. It's like the only ones who lose in this is the real victims. they're the ones that lose in this situation, because when the big time people get into a pissing contest, which is what Tony Busby and Jay-Z situation has turned into, not only this alleged victim who dismissed her case, not just her, but all the other victims who are out here trying to get justice, situations that we have come to see, it's just getting ugly, and I don't like it. And I don't like it.
Definitely there? But you had no part in it, or you just...
He was there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
But Jay-Z was you saying he was definitely there? But you had no part in it, or you just...
He was there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
But Jay-Z was you saying he was definitely...
Have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you? Is that true?
No. I don't. I never said that.
Okay. Did they also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Busby, told you to like came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money? They have you on tape.
I'm sure most of you have heard those clips. The first clip was allegedly the woman who claimed she was 13 years old and was sexually assaulted by Jay-Z and Diddy after a VMA after party or something like that. And on the tape, she can be heard saying that Jay-Z was there, but he didn't do anything to me. And then in the very next clip, this same person is on the phone with Tony Busby, saying that she wasn't pushed to do it, or she didn't tell anybody that Tony Busby made her put Jay-Z in it, which is what she was saying on the previous clip. It's just then got way out of control, and I don't like it. I'm trying to figure out. Well, let's go into the article first before I talk my shit, because I got some shit to say. But let's break down the article so we all know what the hell is really going on. So I'm gonna use the New York Post to shed some light on this story, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think as we go. You know my style. So New York Post, this article is titled "Jay-Z Grape Accuser Heard in Recording Saying He Never Assaulted Her," according to report. Now, the woman who accused Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 was caught on an audio recording, apparently admitting that the decades-old attack never happened and that her lawyer pushed her, and her lawyer being Tony Busby, pushed her to slap the rapper with the lawsuit. Now, before I continue, one thing that I'm asking, and a lot of people are asking, is, well, I don't know if I see a lot of people asking this, but this is what I'm asking. How did some private investigators who weren't hired by Jay-Z, according to Jay-Z and his legal team, how did a private investigator not hired by Jay-Z and his legal team find this person who was supposed to be a Jane Doe, anonymous? How did they find her, corner her, get a confession, and get it back to Jay-Z without having no connection to Jay-Z? That's just, isn't it great how someone or a private investigators will just work for you and give you what you need without you even hiring them? That's the type of questions that go through my mind when I see this stuff. So I'm gonna just keep continuing. Like I said, let's get through this. So the woman's suit, originally filed in Manhattan federal court, was quietly withdrawn by her attorney last month after she alleged the hip-hop legend assaulted her with Sean Diddy Combs at a New York VMAs after party in the year 2000. A recording obtained by ABC News has since emerged that captures the woman identified only as Jane Doe telling two of Jay-Z's private investigators that the alleged attack didn't occur. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. The private investigator can be heard asking in the clip. Yeah, the woman responded. Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, fiercely denied the allegations when the lawsuit was first filed last December. And as you can tell, now Jay-Z is aligning himself more with the private investigators. Now, you see how the media plays tricks, or how the media is played. Because if you remember, go back, Jay-Z, they were saying they had nothing to do with the private investigators and this and that. Pay attention to the words. Elsewhere in the recording, Jane Doe claimed her lawyer, Tony Busby, allegedly pressured her to file a lawsuit against the hip-hop mogul, Jay-Z. He was the one that pushed me to go forward with Jay-Z. The woman in the recording is her saying. Busby did, is what one of the investigators asked, and she replied, yeah. Busby is repping a lot of cases you already know for Sean Diddy Combs, and this is having some effect on those, and we're going to get into that in a second. As far as the suggestion that I pushed Jane Doe to bring a case against Jay-Z, that is a blatant lie that is directly contrary to all the documentary evidence, he said in a statement. But Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, said the apparent recording speaks for itself. She says in no uncertain terms, Mr. Carter did not do this. It's effectively a lie, and the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him. She says she dropped the lawsuit because she feared intimidation and retaliation from the rapper and his fans. In the initial suit, the alleged victim claimed she was attacked by Combs and Carter at a drug-fueled house party in September after the VMAs. The complaint was originally filed in October and dropped recently. Jay-Z has since filed a defamation lawsuit against Jane Doe and Busby. Let's talk about this. We don't know what exactly happened. But what I can say is, if I am a 3 times billionaire, and I'm not saying Jay-Z hasn't cleared his name, hey, it's dismissed, I have to go with the legal proceedings and assume they did the right thing. But that doesn't mean I can't use my own brain to think about what was possibly going on in this situation. Because if I think about it, if I'm a 3 times billionaire and my reputation is, I got conspiracies that I had something to do with this death or that death, and altercations where I was stabbing people, which is all public record. And then I have private investigators going into some small town, cornering some woman because I didn't hear any man. I didn't hear any man on her side in any recording, like she had any backup. So in my mind, I'm visualizing a woman in some small town that has investigators surrounding her. I mean, just being honest, how can we take that as a confession that wasn't pushed, be it by money? That confession could have been pushed. It could have been pushed by intimidation, threat of violence, or just the presence and making somebody say whatever they need to say to get y'all the hell up out of my house. Y'all hear the dog barking going crazy in the background. I'm sure that's her dog. Like I said, I didn't hear any men speaking on her behalf or just any presence of any backup to her. So aside from Jay-Z, because he's already been cleared. So I'm not really going to go in on Jay-Z right now because it's not really fair. He's been cleared as far as this. We're keeping our eyes open, but I'm just dealing with this situation at hand, period. I'm not the type of person that's going to just say, because I heard her say that on tape, that just is what it is. I think she may have issues. If that tape is real, then that means she's saying one thing to Busby and one thing to Jay-Z, two different things. That to me sounds like, for one, she could be having issues. She has issues, and also a person who's scared. Who want to be in between two high-paid elite people who are both trying to save their ass? Think about it. So I'm not saying this to shit on Jay-Z, to shit on, that to say, okay, now he's been cleared and we're still on him, because hey, I have to go with what the legal people came up with. I mean, other than that, we just on here just talking and speculating all day. We're not gonna do that. But I am giving I do want to give context to, don't just run with because you hear a recording. Because guess what? They're only going to play with what makes them look good. And I'm talking about these private investigators. We don't know what else was said. How do we know no money exchanged hands right then and there? How do we know? And if money did exchange hands and they said, look, you better not say no, you're going to come up dead. We don't know that. So it brings a bigger question to me, is if we're going to have accusers coming, looking for justice, I don't know if we should be allowed to approach them with private investigators and stuff like that. I mean, it gets to the point where a lot of elite and big time and big money people will be able to beat cases if they use this approach, because the private investigator is a way for them to intimidate, manipulate without their hands being dirty. Of course, like in the Jay-Z situation, you can say, hey, I don't know nothing about those private investigators. And then when everything goes good, next thing you know, you do know about the private investigators. And so I use me, for example. If I had a problem and somebody was saying something, I could pay a private investigator to harass the shit out of them, scare them. You don't know what they're doing, but all they got is a 10-second, 15-second, 20, 30-second clip of the person saying, hey, I didn't do that. He never was there. I made it all up. Boom. Tape over. Now the whole world like, oh, see? But it ain't that easy. See, it's not a person listening in this chat, including this person on the microphone, that hasn't been in a position where we said what the hell we needed to say to get up out of that position. It ain't a person listening to this podcast that ain't did that. And so I just want to bring context to the people that just run because they hear a tape and now they just running around and thinking look, I'm gonna say it again. This is more an indictment on the system. I'm not even coming for Jay-Z on this particular episode because it's bigger than Jay-Z. This could be a blueprint going forward. So if we have victims who already scared as hell to come out and say something, because most of the accusers are powerful, the people they're accusing is powerful. If we're going to allow private investigators, and I'm going to just say it, They didn't even sound like professional private. They sound like Craigslist private investigators or somebody you would look up on Facebook. They didn't even sound professional. The man or the woman private investigator. They sound cheap. And when you got people who I've been around the block, they'll do anything for money. This ain't no big time, high profile private investigators that we heard about that has a name. These private investigators didn't have shit to lose. If you know who they are, or if you knew anything about them, let me know, because I had never heard of these private investigators. So they didn't have nothing to lose. So right now I'm talking about the private investigators in the system that allow this shit to go on, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that knows that you can be intimidated and what we heard on that tape could be manipulated. So now you got the whole world taking a dump on this girl now, when it really should just be Tony Busby and Jay-Z going back and forth and going at it. So I say all that to, now that I'm talking about the system and what's going on with Tony Busby, now there is a stain and a stench on all of the cases, lawsuits that he's got going on in New York now. And you know, us, the main objective and agenda is to get justice for the real victims, which we have a case for May 5th that Diddy is. That's what we're waiting for. And that's where our focus really is. A lot of this outside of the criminal aspect of it is doing nothing but getting in the way and making the water murky. And it's getting on my motherfucking nerves. I'm going to be honest with you. And so, to be honest, I really just want Tony Busby to chill out, because I don't want all of this, you know, is this true? Is that true? And we got another lawsuit that's about to be dismissed. And I don't want it to take away from the actual real victims who actually have a criminal situation going on. Because to me, that's what I do this for. I'm for the real victims. And if they having their day in court, let them have their day in court. Let the accuser and the accusee have a day of and the accused have a day in court, and let's see how it plays out. But all of this private investigators running up on some woman in Alabama or wherever she's at, and then Tony Busby going back and forth and filing shit. And now, you know, I'm just calling it right down the middle. Like I always tell you, if I don't perform well on my job, I got to hear about it. This is my job. I don't know what Tony Busby doing. If I was just to guess, I think he kind of had so many lawsuits going on. He kind of was not all the way prepared for this one and just took it from whatever that other law firm that he worked with. And now he's got himself in a mess. They have just said for another lawsuit, he needs to file this lawsuit in New York. He needs to file to show that he is able to, you know, that he's able to do cases in New York. And I'm going to tell you about that. The judge said not only does he have to file the correct paperwork, but the judge is also saying that he has to explain why he didn't file the correct paperwork in the first place. And so it's getting to the point where it's like, Tony Busby, we got a real case going on. And I'm not going to say that you fucking up all the way, but I am going to say I want less of Tony Busby in them lawsuits as far as giving it too much attention at this point. We almost at the real case. And this is just getting in the way at this point. It's just getting in the way. You got judges telling coming down on Tony Busby, saying that, hey, we need to correct paperwork, and also we want to know why you didn't file the correct paperwork. At this point, everybody's coming down on Tony Busby. Right or wrong. Adria English, if you remember. Adria English, her case looks like it's getting dismissed and lawyers are leaving her. You know, she had a case against Diddy. Let me refresh you on who Adria English is. And then I'm going to tell you what the hell's going on with her. So Diddy just got slapped with another lawsuit. This is an old article from July. This ex-porn star worked at rappers' parties. If you remember, Adria English was one of the ones that said that Diddy groomed her, had her at events. She named certain people. She said she was employed as a go-go dancer and blah, blah, blah. And she just, this has been going on since 2009. If you remember the case, we talked about it in great detail. Well, let me tell you what recently just happened that a lot of people are not talking about, but it's getting on my nerves because, like I said, the real victims, or I don't even want to say real victims, the victims in this real court May 5th trial date, stuff like this is only taken away from them. So now, check this out of what's going on with Adria English. Adria has had plenty of attorneys leave her. Now, the new attorneys she had are parting ways with her, citing a breakdown in communication and attorney-client relationship, citing irreconcilable differences. They motioned for another 60-day stay while she seeks new counsel, which they've already done this. And now the court is saying they might not even allow her another 60 days to find new counsel because this is the third set of attorneys. So now this one is going down. This is all making Diddy look good, and which is impossible to do. And I don't want, and that's stretching it, not look good. But this is a win in Diddy's column. This is a win. And this is why I'm getting to the point where it's like, I really just want to focus on the real trial and the actual court criminal case, because the cases and the information coming out now, it's like people are just getting thirsty for one, either for money, or two, thirsty for a good story, because there's no rhyme or reason of what the hell's going on right now. You know that lawsuit that had Jaguar Wright? They finally put out the exact paperwork that shows that she couldn't have been involved in the lawsuit from Ashley. In the paperwork, it shows basically Jaguar Wright was locked up from, I believe it was February 1st. Here's the paperwork. I got it right in front of me. February 1st, she was locked up in 2018, and she wasn't released until April 10th. The date on the alleged incident with Ashley Perrin, where she says Jaguar Wright helped traffic her, and Odell and all this other stuff, Jaguar Wright was locked up. This took place on March 23rd. She was in prison. And I got the paperwork right here in front of me. So these are the kind of things, and I just wanted to talk about it in today's episode, because I don't want people to get lost, and I don't want this Diddy story to get lost, as far as we got a real criminal case going on, y'all, which has been vetted, which with raids, prosecution, feds, not this willy-nilly lawsuit for money stuff that we got going on outside of the real case. But me and a lot of my listeners, we've been saying it before it even got to this point where it's just turned into pure chaos. And that's just sad for, like I say, the victims. And so I'm going to always speak up and speak on shit that a lot of people are not going to speak on because they're scared to say it. I'll say it. It's turned into a circus and it's hurting the real victims. And it needs to stop. It's embarrassing to watch a lot of our higher ups and a lot of people in power. It's embarrassing to watch how this is how it's carrying on, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's with Diddy, you have so much corruption surrounding him. We got another, and this is taken away from all these fake stories or fake information. And when I say fake, I'm talking about on either side. I don't know what the hell to believe at this point. But then you see stories like this sneak up under the radar because we so focused on all these crazy stories and Tony Busby and private investigators and recordings. And I ain't never seen nothing like it. But I bet y'all missed this story. This is another example of the corruption that Diddy is surrounded by with his legal team. Y'all know birds of a feather flock wherever. Y'all know I'm always going to tear up a saying and make it mine. Birds of a feather flock wherever. And right now they flocking in the Diddy camp. So check this out. This comes from the Los Angeles Times. Jewelry designer accuses LA celebrity attorney in fraud lawsuit over unpaid fees. This is LA attorney Mark Garagos, who is known for representing Lyle and Eric Menendez and also Diddy. And his son is currently on Diddy's legal team, allegedly, is what they're saying. So check this out. This from LA Times. Just more example of the corruption that surrounds Diddy. And I think one of Diddy's attorneys gonna get locked up before this case is over with. But that's just me. Let's check this out. So when the jewelry company Alex and Ani sought to redefine its product line in 2023, executive turned to a designer, Pamela Love. Along with her own brand, Love worked with J. Crew, Topshop, and other ones. She was a creative director that charged about $21,000 per month. Now, Love has taken Alex and Annie's owners to court, saying the company is selling her designs and owes her as much as $6 million in royalties and other costs, along with more than $200,000 in unpaid fees. In a lawsuit filed Wednesday in New York, Love and her attorneys are seeking to collect the unpaid money while also alleging that the jewelry brand's owners, including a company held by LA celebrity attorney Mark Garagos, engaged in a shell game. And I put shell game in quotes, which is an orchestrated, collusive foreclosure to dodge paying Love and other creditors. I can't make this shit up. The suit names the jewelry company's two owners, the Bathing Club, which alleges is controlled by Garagos, and LC and A&A Holdings, which alleges is controlled by Linda Leah through private equity funds. So they got an elaborate scheme going on. Diddy's one of Diddy's former attorneys, but Garagos' son is currently working with Diddy. A lot of people didn't know that. And so as you just look, they said this jewelry company was struggling and they took full advantage of them, took their money, merchandise, owed the poor person $200,000, and then dissolved the company in whatever loophole they could think of. And now this person is broke, needing a helping hand. And Garagos and the rest of the team are laughing to the bank. The suit that they filed alleges that the foreclosure was part of a sham to defraud creditors and did not disrupt business operations. See, one thing about Diddy and his legal team, and you already seen it, they think they slick. Even if you think back, remember when the legal team was trying to get Diddy bond, and they said, yeah, we got him set up. We got an apartment. He's going to be more confined and restricted than he is in here. And we even have a private security that is going to be in charge of watching Mohawk Diddy 24/7. And then the judge and the prosecutors and I did some digging, and it only took 5 minutes of digging to realize this same private security that was supposed to watch Diddy when he went on bond or bail was the same one caught up in a lot of these lawsuits and a lot of this criminal stuff as being a part in helping Diddy carry out his illegal shenanigans. That says a lot about Diddy's legal team. And it is why the judge is not feeling them. They will do and say whatever. I'm going to just say it. Diddy's legal team, led by Diddy, they come off as just a bunch of crooks. Fuck it. I ain't about to beat around the bush. They just come off as fucking car salesmen. You know how car salesmen, every car that they want you to buy is the best fucking car, and you know that they lying, but they keep doing it because they're so stuck in mode. They don't even know that your lies are obvious as hell, and you trying to sell me this lemon, and when I don't want it, then you try to sell me the next car, and all of a sudden I thought this was the best car on the lot. Now, since I don't want that, now another one is the best car on the lot. Just a shady car salesman. That's what Diddy's legal team reminds me of. So while we got all these crazy lawsuits going on and stuff being dropped, we got more examples of the legal team that Diddy is surrounded by, which is why I'm telling y'all now, this case is going to go crazy. I'm telling you, one of these lawyers, they already whispering that one of Diddy's, if not more, but one of Diddy's lawyers is possibly about to be caught up in some type of money laundering. This case gonna be one for the ages. It's gonna be more than just Diddy and this nasty shit he been doing. Watch his lawyers. I'm telling you now, one of his lawyers or something in his legal team, they gonna get caught up in something, because Diddy has been behind the scenes mapping out all type of illegal, trying to intimidate witnesses, and his lawyers have been helping him. Like I said, the private investigator, he was the one who was supposed to be watching Diddy. He was caught reaching out and helping Diddy reach out to possible witnesses or possible victims. We ain't even heard it all yet because we ain't gonna hear it all till the trial come. But Diddy has done and broken more laws since he's been behind bars. But they're not gonna just keep putting it all out. Watch when the trial start. Watch when the trial starts. I'm telling you. And y'all know it's about that time where we gotta thank the people that make this podcast go, the subscribers. We doing something that a lot of them ain't doing. We are a self-sufficient, independent podcast, which is why we grew to top 5% of all podcasts in 4 months, because we are giving the people what they want to know about and what they want to hear. We not concerned with no ads. We not concerned with no corporations. This is a for us, by us podcast, and that's what the people love. And so I always take time, y'all know, to stop and give the flowers and thanks to the people that are making this go. And it's the subscribers and it's the people shopping on andidon'tlikeit.com, supporting the movement. So I don't have to worry about or I can't say this or say that because of this corporate sponsor. Fuck that. Y'all know me. Y'all hold me down. I'm going to get on this microphone every day, Monday through Friday at 7:30 and call out who need to be called out. If we got a boycott that need to be announced, I'm going to announce it, whatever the fuck it is. And that's why the key is staying self-sufficient. And I'm going to continue to bust my ass to keep this self-sufficient podcast where whenever we do have corporate people come in, if they want to sponsor or help out the movement, they going to come in on our terms. And if they don't like our terms, then they can kick rocks with flip-flops. That's the only way this podcast is going to run. I don't give a shit if TMZ called me and say, hey, Flo, we got $1 million for your podcast, but you're going to have to cover shit we tell you to cover. I would tell TMZ to respectfully kiss my ass. I don't want nobody telling me what to talk about. That's more important to me than anything. So y'all got the right one. Y'all picked the right one to get behind. Because I don't give a shit how big I get or how famous I get. I don't like them motherfuckers. So I'm always going to be for the people and the voice of the people. That's in me. It's been me since I was born. So let's shout out our people. Who we got on the subscriber of the day. Don't tell me I done forgot to put it in the notes now. Where is the subscriber of the day? I must have put it in my other. Okay, got it. Subscriber of the day. And we only asked for $3. This person gave $8. Everybody give it up for Jason. Jason is our subscriber of the day. Jason is keeping truth alive, and I appreciate it because that's what it's all about. We not going to be beholden to these corporations where we can't talk and say what we want to say. So, Jason, let me clap it up again. Everybody in the chat, say thank you for Jason. Thank you to Jason for subscribing. We need more subscribers, y'all. Please subscribe to the content. Keep this podcast going and keep it a truth-telling podcast where we can say what the hell we want to say and talk about on here. As I'm saying that, TMZ just sent me a message on my Skype. I don't know what they're saying, but I'll get to it later. Also, we got our shopper of the day. And she bought something that is going like hotcakes. Thank you to this young lady for keeping truth alive. And her name is Heather Halter. So everybody give it up for Heather Halter. She bought the black and I don't like it hoodie. That's been one of the hottest items. The black I don't like and I don't like it, and the Flo Show No Filter are the two hottest items on the website, and the website is andidon'tlikeit.com, which is our own merch store. We are a self-sufficient, mighty, independent podcast. I'm so proud of us and y'all and me. So thanks to Heather Halter. Everybody say, clap it up for Heather Halter for supporting the movement. I know she's going to love her. And I don't like it. Black hoodie. Thank you for copping it and spending with us. We greatly appreciate it here at the Flo Show No Filter. Go Heather. Go Heather. Go Heather. Go Heather. So go to And I Don't Like It, y'all, and cop you a hoodie, cop you a t-shirt, coffee mug, whatever. My coffee mug is actually coming. I can't wait because I'm gonna have I don't like coffee, so it'll be tea in mine. So I'll be sipping tea in the morning in the Flo Show No Filter coffee mug. Matter of fact, Michelle out there got her coffee mug. So I don't know about everybody else, but me and Michelle gonna have our coffee mugs, and every morning we're gonna say a cheers. We're gonna say a cheers to the camera and get started. But y'all, I appreciate all of that. But I got a little more news to talk about before we get out of here. But before I even get to that, I got one more. This has become almost like a little dedication episode to y'all. I want to keep y'all in the loop as this thing is growing. We are making history. And I say it again, I wouldn't even been doing this shit if it wasn't for y'all saying, do a podcast. And here we are 4 months later in the top 5%. Independent. And I'm on here saying whatever the hell we need to say. And we still climbing as one of the top podcasts on Apple and Spotify. So I'm going to continue to tell y'all how much I appreciate it because I can't help it. But check this out, y'all. And this is what it's all about. Flo, the Flo Show No Filter has become a movement, and I don't like it. But y'all know I do like it. But y'all just know, and I don't like it is my saying. See, that's an inside. That's an inside. We got our own language. My listeners hit me up on my inbox. They talking to me. When we done talking, they be telling me I'm out. I love it. We got our own language. I can say something beautiful and I don't like it. Y'all know what I mean. People that are not a part of this movement, they don't even know. We got our own language. We got our own clothes. We got our own everything in this movement. But this is what I'm about to read you is the shit that warms my heart. Because if y'all know me, I'm not about judging. I'm one of the few podcasters that got just as many Trump fans and supporters as Biden and Kamala fans and supporters. And I built this community like that to reflect who I really am. Yes, I'm opinionated. Yes, I have my side. Yes, I stand up for this person or that person, but I also don't judge y'all for who y'all rock with. And people don't know. I caught a lot of heat for being so open to everybody. I'll just use those words. But I stood 10 toes on what I'm about. This was early in my career of content creating. And I would have people, some of my own people, be upset, like, man, you look out, you helping out everybody. We need you. So, I went through that. But I continued to do what I was doing and continued to be a voice for everybody. And eventually everybody caught up with me. And even the people who didn't understand at first, now they understand. We are more powerful as a unit working together. I don't want to alienate nobody. Yeah, I stand for what I stand for. I talk shit about what I need to talk shit about, but that don't have nothing to do with us. So, like I said, I'm one of the few podcasts that I have everybody. I got Trump people. I got Kamala people. I got every single type of person you could think of. And so what I'm about to read you, man, I had to take it to my best friend, let him read it. Check this out, y'all. Now, this will tell you how far this Flo Show No Filter movement has came and how far it's going and who it's impacting. Because it's not just impacting Black people. It's not just impacting white people. It's not just impacting Latinos. It's not just impacting Republicans or Democrats or none of that. We are impacting the world. Every color, creed, every country taps into this. Check this out, y'all. Listener sent me this message, said, hey, Flo, big fan with a big ask coming your way. What is this ask? Check this out, y'all, and tell me this ain't beautiful. I'm going to enter my 3-year-old in the mullet championship this year and have to come up with a name. And Flo Show is very fitting. I wanted your blessing. I didn't register him yet, so I don't know how, but I'll make sure to I'll make sure to shout you out in his bio. But wait, there's more. If yes, is there a chance of you making a mini Flo Show or and I don't like it shirt or patch or pin so we can go full send? Exclamation mark. P.S. I wanted to subscribe for like 3 days so I could write something cool. I thought I could pick any amount, so I was gonna do 369 and make this remix. 369, damn flows fine. Loving when you podcast for me for more time. Flow show, flow show, flow show. I love it. Now I don't know nothing about a mullet. I didn't know they had mullet competition, but it warms my heart. Not only does that a parent wants to put Flo Show on their 3-year-old, because we all know how we feel about our kids. Don't nothing mean more than us to us than our kids. And for this 3-year-old that's gonna win the mullet competition. Look, I don't even know about mullet, but if you rocking with me, we gonna win. I'm gonna make sure everybody vote for him or whatever we gotta do. But if you would have told me when I started this podcast that I would have 3-year-olds in mullet competitions wearing the Flo Show No Filter and repping it, I would have said, yeah, right. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all to let y'all know I don't just be up here talking shit. When I tell you this movement is touching everybody, that's exactly what it's doing. And that's the best part about it all. I promise you that we're going to continue to win. So, of course, I gave this person my blessing. And as a matter of fact, because of this person, I'm going to get with Shan. And we're going to have to get the little bitty tykes. We're going to have to get the little Flo Show No Filter line going now. We got 3-year-olds out here representing now. That's want the truth. 3-year-olds want the truth. And the mommies and daddies as well. So y'all, I just thought that was beautiful. I had to share that with y'all. If he win, now don't hold me to this because I don't know nothing about mothers. If he win, I might have to come to the show with a mullet the next day. Now, if a mullet is something crazy in here that I can't do, then I can't do it. But if he wins this competition, rocking the Flo Show, I will come on this video the next day with a mullet. So that's my deal. So yeah, y'all, hey, shout out to this 3-year-old that's about to win the mullet competition in the honor of Flo Show No Filter. Y'all, Diddy is in court tomorrow. I will tell you what the hell happens. It will probably be afterwards, but I'm gonna have to pop in and give you a little. If anything crazy happens, I'll have to pop in and give you a little extra after tomorrow's episode. So stay tuned, and let's just keep our eyes and let's keep our focus on the real victims, the real cases, and the real justice that we trying to attack. Let's not get caught up in all this. They starting to just muddy and muddy the waters. Let's not get caught up in that because that ain't what we about on the Flo Show No Filter. I love y'all. We in the top 5%. But I'm out. Let's get Apple and Spotify loaded up right quick. And I'll be right back. Give me a second. Mr. Top 5%. All right, y'all. We get Buzzsprout is loading. Hold up. We got Apple and Spot loaded. Breakfast crew, what's up? Thank you for all the ones. Grand Rising, appreciate it, y'all. All right, let's get caught up, y'all. This is so much good news. We kicking. Oh, y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me now? That's a good idea, C-Tuck. I will put that on there. If you see Shan, hey, C-Tuck, why you ain't in the group me? Hey, y'all, why C-Tuck ain't in the group me? Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me now. Yeah, when I unplug. Okay, good. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. C-Tuck, somebody get C-Tuck in the group me. I don't know why C-Tuck ain't in the group me, but that's a great idea, C-Tuck. I would definitely I like that. My grandmother edition. And I don't like it. That's a great idea. C-Tuck, you got to be in the group me. The group me is all of the breakfast crew, the Filter Live, the Flo Show No Filter Live. Yeah, Melody. Hey, Melody. Shauna get you in there. So look, y'all, anybody is welcome. The group me is a group of all of us. I'm in the group me chat. We got a big group chat. And it's basically all the Flo Show No Filter Live and breakfast crew, which is everybody that comes and listens in the morning. So Shauna can send anybody the link that wants to be in the group me. And it's a group of all the Flo Show No Filter closest people. And they be chatting all day long. And it's a way to keep in the loop of everything we got going on. So Shauna said, hey, good morning, K. Marie. Shauna said, add your Instagram here, and she'll send y'all the link so y'all can be in the group me chats. And it's the Flo Show No Filter. It's basically the Flo Show No Filter, a big group chat. We all in there. And it's a great group chat to be in too. You get some fun, you get some laughs, and you get people that's gonna look out for you. Everybody, we all just looking out for each other. So yeah, put your information and get with Shauna Johnson, and she'll send you the link so you could be in the group me in the Flo Show No Filter, the big ass group chat. Morning, K. Marie. Glad you stopped in on us today. We had a great show. Awesome. Yes. We got a lot going on. Yeah, C-Tuck. So yeah, C-Tuck and Shauna, make sure y'all get C-Tuck in the group me. And whoever else, get Melody in there too. Melody needs to be in the group. Melody needs to be in the group me too. So Melody, get with Shauna Johnson. Melody, somehow y'all connect and get the link. So we can have everybody who wants to be in the big Flo Show group chat. You are more than welcome. What's up, Kobe? Kobe, Juan Shinobi, you see my Cavs still kicking ass. We ain't playing with nobody this year. So we got C-Tuck and Melody, who we need to make sure we get in the group me. Anybody else, you are welcome. K. Marie wants to be added too. So K. Marie, get with Shauna Johnson. And Shauna Johnson will get everybody in the group chat, the Flo Show group chat. Everybody who is, you are welcome. It's a beautiful chat. So, again today, do y'all know? Y'all know I forgot to announce the tour again today. Yeah, I saw that. I forgot to announce the tour today again. But that's cool. Tomorrow, Friday. Don't let me forget tomorrow. Because I forgot again. I don't know how I be forgetting. I'm gonna write that down. But man, hey y'all, we got Shauna said I gotta drive my daughter to school, but I'll send them when I get back. No, Shauna, you know how people be. No, you can't do that. You gotta do it now. We don't, hey, look, we all be having other stuff we got to do. People got to understand that, but it's all good. But we definitely going to get y'all taken care of. Oh, yeah, we killing it. Hey, y'all, that's why it took me so long, because once I get committed to something, I'm coming to kick ass. I'm coming. Hey, look, y'all signed up the right one. When y'all told me to get a podcast, when y'all told me to start a podcast, y'all knew what the fuck y'all was talking about, because you got the right one, and they know they can't fuck with me. It ain't a podcaster that can fuck with me when it come to doing this. I'm the best. I'm the best. I don't care if anybody. Hey, look, and I'm waiting for a podcaster to say they better than me at this. I'm waiting, because when it come to this, we took this to the top 5% in 4 months, when only 5% of all podcasts ever created get to 100,000 downloads. We the best. And we're going to continue to push. We're going to continue to push. And when I say I'm talking about us. We took this to top 5%. No interviews yet. No famous cosigns. None of that. I ain't even put a shirt on. Fresh wake up, no shirt, same bandana tied around my head, no interviews, no cosigns, top 5%. We did that. So that's why we got to lock in on the Flo Show No Filter and push even harder now. We got to push even harder now. We got to be the biggest independent podcast. If not, we one of them for sure. I ain't had an interview. It just been me and y'all. So when I say we don't need nobody, I ain't just talking shit. We don't need nobody. We got everything we need right here. So we're going to continue to push. Y'all got one that ain't playing. What's up, Michelle? Shout out, Michelle. What's up, Jennifer? Oh, yeah. And I don't like it. It's the perfect. And I don't like it. Two things. The Flo Show No Filter and I don't like it are the two things that push this movement over the top that they can't fuck with. See, I'm one of the only podcasters. What's up, Michelle? I'm one of the only podcasters who you don't even have to say my name. You don't even have to show my picture. All you have to say is, and I don't like it. And motherfuckers know exactly who you talking about. That's powerful. That's a movement. That's a movement. And I don't like it is a movement. You tell me another podcaster or YouTuber that got a catchphrase. They don't got one. That's why they scared of me. They see, like Kendrick said, you can fake all kind of numbers, but you can't fake the influence. And we're gonna continue to influence. We're gonna continue to push. Oh, we got so many. Oh yeah, we got those coming. We got the I don't like it headbands coming. All right, it's funny you said that, Michelle. I told that was the design. That was the design of that I told Shan about. So you know at the end, I don't like it. Headbands, bandana is coming soon. Good morning. Good morning, Shanitra. If I said that wrong, I apologize, but I don't know if Shanitra has been in our breakfast on our breakfast show before, but everybody say what's up to Shanitra. We happy to have you. Good morning. Yeah, I got the I'm out. I got the I am not a professional. I am just good. I got that hoodie and t-shirt coming. We got a lot of stuff coming. But you know, our stuff exclusive. We drop certain stuff. We put our time and I want to make sure our merch is exclusive and nice. And every item makes a statement. So my merch, I be looking at other people's merch. I'm like, I wouldn't wear that. I look at our merch like, yeah, I'll wear that. And you don't have to know nothing about me to know what somebody's saying when you see them with an "and I don't like it" shirt. When you see somebody in an "and I don't like it" shirt, you know that they paying attention to what the hell going on in the world and they don't like it. And so the two main blessings in this movement has been "and I don't like it" and the Flo Show No Filter. Those two concepts are out of here. And that's a blessing. I had no clue. I had no clue. But we did it, y'all. But so I'm gonna talk about the tour now, since I didn't talk about on the first show. So we still need venues. I'm still looking at venues for Detroit. So please send venues to the group me. But the crazy part is, I'm actually going to do a date in Sydney, Australia. Sydney, Australia is one of my top cities. So I'm gonna let y'all know who like the top cities for my podcast. Let me tell y'all what the top cities are. But Sydney, Australia is like top 10. So these are the top cities of our movement. Los Angeles, Houston, Chicago, Las Vegas, and Phoenix. Those are the top 5. But if you go top 10, we got Sydney, Australia, Sacramento, New York, Atlanta, Charlotte. We popping. So as we line up this tour, I'm going to Sydney. So if you're in Sydney, Australia, the Flo Show No Filter podcast tour is coming to Sydney. I am going to Sydney. But when I announce the tour, I'm going to have everybody from every city send in where they want me to come to. As of right now, the only 2 cities locked officially are Detroit and Cleveland. Of course, I'm going to all these other cities, but I'm gonna schedule them as people ask. That's been my winning formula. I don't tell y'all where I'm going. I ask y'all where y'all want me to come to. So the loudest right now is Detroit. So Detroit is the first one that I'm locking in. Send some venues to the group me. And then, like I said, of course, Cleveland is my hometown. So I'm for sure going to do something in Cleveland. But I'm hitting all these cities, and especially the ones that fans and supporters reach out to me. But this tour is going to be amazing. And it's going to start either the end of June or like the second week in July. It's kind of tough because you want to be a week or two before the 4th or a week or two after the 4th of July. So I'm right on that, in that date range is where we're looking at starting the tour. End of June, like first week or 2 weeks after July 4th, somewhere in there. But like I said, we're doing Detroit. But I was surprised that Sydney, Australia, is in my top 10 of all cities. And it's all mostly, of course, the US. So I'm looking forward to going out to Sydney. Hey, what's going on, Angela? If I remember. I think I remember this Angela, but good morning. Hello. Oh yeah. Check it out. Yeah, that's my my best friend and my right hand man who gonna be on this journey with me. He one thing about my best friend. You see how I'm just kind of willy-nilly, it seems, even though I'm strategic still. I plan. But one thing about my best friend, who you see him in the chat, I put him on the big board. He crossed every T and dot every I. And if it ain't a T or an I for him to cross or dot, he'll put one there so he can cross it and dot it. Thorough to the max, Mr. Darnell Brantley, my best friend in the whole world. But he says Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, Australia are all great supporters of this podcast. So we might be in Australia for about a month. No, I ain't gonna be there in a month, but we might be in Australia for a couple weeks. Because we do got Sydney. Melbourne is right behind Sydney. And Brisbane is somewhere there too. So we got Detroit, Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, or whatever, however you pronounce it. Of course, we're going to do Cleveland. I definitely want to do Atlanta. I want to do Charlotte. I want to do Houston. I want to do Dallas. These are some of my favorite cities that either I haven't been to or that I've been to and I loved it. So I want to do Dallas for sure. Dallas is high up on the list. But this tour is going to be amazing. It's going to be like everything else we do. We coming to kick ass and take names. Hold on one second. The podcast is ready to be uploaded to Apple and Spotify. Give me a second. Apple and Spotify is all set and ready to go. They all loaded. So we got that. Oh, yeah. Los Angeles for sure. Darnell Brent, yeah, we doing Los Angeles. Will be on there. I'm gonna make some notes right now since I got y'all on the line, and I didn't get a chance to talk about the tour in on the podcast. So let's get a little bit ironed out, because I do want to put this in my notes. Whenever I hear somebody speak about where I should go, one of my listeners, y'all know I'll be listening, because y'all be right. You know I give y'all credit. One thing about me, when y'all right about something, I give y'all credit. When y'all tripping, I'm gonna tell y'all tripping too. But I don't have no problem. I love giving people credit. So y'all the ones told me to do this damn podcast. I don't know what made y'all think I was gonna be good at a podcast, but y'all fucking was right. So Angela says Los Angeles. I'm gonna work on that, because we putting this. I'm putting all this together like as efficiently and as quickly as I can. So I got Los Angeles on here to look into. You said, Amy, 2 hours from ATL, 2 hours from Charlotte. Is that, Amy, you saying you're 2 hours away from those two places? If that is, that's cool, because I definitely will be. Atlanta is a for sure date. Sac is on there too. And Sacramento is my vibe. Sacramento is like, the people remind me a lot of Cleveland. They don't take no shit in Sac Town. They don't take no shit in Sac Town. But I do got a lot of fans in Sac Town too. Orlando. Y'all really helping me out with this list. Orlando. What else we got, y'all? Amy scared to drive in ATL. I might have to come to where Amy at. I might have to do a special. I'll try to come to where you at, Amy. I'm gonna try to come there since it's not far. I wouldn't mind driving to where, I forgot where you at, Charleston. But I'll probably have to go where Amy is. No, we gonna come to where you at. We coming where you at, Amy. Oh, everybody say what's up to Belinda. Good morning, Belinda. Glad you could joining us on the breakfast. Being part of the breakfast crew. I don't know if you breakfast crew. I don't know if you've been here before, but if I missed you, I apologize. If this is your first time, hello, good morning. Everybody in the chat, tell Belinda good morning and tell her to and welcome her to the breakfast show. We here every day, 7:30, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any other cities so far? I got, before I close this notes, I got Los Angeles, Atlanta, Sacramento, Orlando. Any cities I need to look into, y'all, that y'all didn't say, let me know now. Like I said, I will bring it back up tomorrow on the actual podcast. I forgot today, but I'm going to write. Matter of fact, I'm about to do that right now. I'm about to write this while I'm at my computer. Talk about tour, you idiot. Second day in a row, I done forgot. Getting old. You know, you get old, you be having something in your memory, thinking ain't going nowhere, and 2 minutes later, you done completely forgot about that shit until the next week. Okay, who we got? Green. Oh, you in Greenville, Amy? Okay. So you saying Greenville, Amy? Be clear, don't have me in Greenville and you ain't there, Amy. Amy, don't send me to Greenville and you ain't even there. Des Moines? Okay, I gotta look at Des Moines. Put Des Moines in the notes. Me and Darnell gonna go over all this at some point. What's up, Dexter? Truth. Keep truth alive. Dexter, yes, you come here for the truth. Got you. Okay, I got you, Amy. That makes sense. So I got Des Moines. Thanks for y'all helping me out with the cities. I'm making sure that I didn't miss anybody. Oh, did she? Somebody said Michelle found the perfect spot, the griot. Oh, yeah, I actually do like that spot. I am actually gonna reach out to them. I'm gonna reach out to them probably Monday, but it is a nice spot. I looked at it. I looked it up. Nice vibe, nice and intimate. The only thing, if Michelle could find out, I see that they open on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm like wondering if like on their off days, can I rent it out, or can I do something there on like a Friday night? I gotta see what how they operate, because if they already like have stuff on Friday, like if they have a Friday night and Saturday night club night or whatever they do already, I got to see how I could fit in there, because I would like to do a Friday. I would like to do a Friday night. I'm not stuck on that, but I would like to do a Friday or a Saturday night. So I got to call them and see how they set up. But I do like that spot. I looked it up. I like it. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Intimate, nice crowd. I'm gonna come to, let me see. Go to Vegas. Somebody said Vegas. Oh, G Vegas. Oh yeah. Y'all know I'm going to Las Vegas. So if any of y'all in Las Vegas, I'm coming to you this summer. Phoenix, thank you. Yeah, that's high on the list. Matter of fact, Phoenix is, yeah, let me put Phoenix on here. Phoenix is actually one of my top cities. Let me see. Let me look it up again. I think Phoenix was like Phoenix is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Phoenix is actually the 5th biggest city as far as my following. So like Phoenix is in the top 5. So the top 5, we're definitely coming to those cities. And the top 5 again is Los Angeles, Houston, Chicago, Las Vegas, and Phoenix. So those 5 places, automatic. But I still need to hear from the fans as far as which places I'm going to book first. I'm going to book the places where I hear fans and supporters asking me to come to the most. Those are the ones that I'm going to book first. But those top 5 cities will be booked at some point. Oh, the tour. Diamond, we talking about the tour. I didn't get to announce it on the podcast. I forgot. I'll be announcing it tomorrow. But the Flo Show No Filter tour is starting this summer. I'm already in the preliminaries of getting everything together. First city that we have for sure already locked in is Detroit. I'm in the middle of finding and locking in a venue right now. And then I asked anybody else out there, if it's any other city that you think I need to come to, let me know. But like I said, right now we got Detroit and Cleveland, where I'm from, so that's automatic. But right now Detroit is number 1, and we'll go from there. So anybody else that got a city that you need the Flo Show No Filter to come to, let me know. So look like Diamond gonna be ready for the tour. Yeah, so name wherever you at, name it right now so I can put it on the list of cities that we need to go to. I forgot to tell y'all it's Thirsty Thursday. I got my water. Every Thursday, I remind everybody to drink their water. Because I got mine. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun on this tour. I'm looking forward to it. My best friend gonna be on the tour with me, so we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have a blast. But let's, we got to talk about, people tapping in for some news. So let's what's the update on the Wendy Williams situation? What is the update on the Wendy Williams situation? Because it's starting to feel like that judge is fine. It's kind of that judge might be shady. But they saying that Wendy Williams, y'all, has some. Are you in Vegas? Oh, Diamond, I'm coming to Vegas for sure. Floyd might try to beat me up when I come to Vegas, but I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll be in Las Vegas. Floyd, hey, look, Floyd and the money team, they're gonna be waiting out. They're gonna be waiting at the airport for me to land. No, they're my guys. But yeah, I can't wait to go to Las Vegas. I can't wait to go to Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I told y'all know I used to live there for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, Amy got it. Amy got the security, y'all. So I'll be good in Vegas. We sure can. All right. Hey, look, everybody got back. Yeah, I'm good. We gonna be good. I can't wait. I'm gonna be right there in Las Vegas. Don't worry. I'm gonna be there. I gotta go to New York. All my Diddy people gonna be mad when I go to New York, but I'm coming to New York. I'm going everywhere I need to go. This is a blessing. This is a blessing to have a community and have people that got your back and down in the way this whole thing is a blessing. I'm gonna touch every city that I got supporters who y'all been supporting me for over 2 years now. A lot of them, some of y'all are new, but I got a lot of my supporters been supporting me for 2 years, at least 2 years. So I gotta come out, reach out, and touch the people. Yeah, I'm thinking so too, Dexter. I think the judge and the Wendy Williams gonna have to side with her now, because as you can see, they say, what did they just say? They just said something about. They said Wendy Williams has been deemed mentally competent after passing a psychiatric evaluation, meaning she no longer requires conservatorship or guardianship. Yeah, leave her alone. But I heard that she got some tapes and some information about Hollywood, and that got a lot to do with this. That's just speculation. I haven't really been able to dig into it to like really get behind the real story, but just what I'm seeing, there are some bloggers saying that Wendy Williams has some information, recordings or whatever that Hollywood don't want out, and that's why they fucking with her. Like I said, this is just speculation. This is what I'm hearing. I ain't had a chance to dig in yet, which I am going to probably dig in. I'll probably have some time this weekend to kind of dig into what's really going on with Wendy Williams and why they fucking with her. But that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing she got some info. Okay, yeah, I heard Diamond got those pipes. Yeah, they trying to keep Wendy Williams silent for a reason. That's why I said this weekend I'm gonna do some digging. But like I said, just from my blogs that I watch, I haven't really been able to read into it. But they're saying that Wendy Williams has some information that they don't want out, and that's why. And it makes sense. Because what's going on with her makes no sense. I was glad to see, did y'all see that Wendy Williams' brother spoke out on her behalf? Because remember, I was telling you, I was like, where the hell is Wendy Williams' backup at? Like, where's her backup? Where are the men? Like, where are the men in the family? And I'm glad to see that her brother apparently has finally spoke out. Thank you. Because it was my sister, and they've been trying to put her in some. If they were doing this to my sister, I would have been went crazy. But it says Wendy Williams' brother speaks out, claims she's in great shape, and demands release from assisted living facility. So it goes on. This is from today's Esquire written article. This is the article. It says in a statement to U.S. Weekly on Wednesday, Tommy is her brother. Tommy said Wendy is doing well both mentally and physically. He also called for her release from the New York assisted living facility where she has been staying since 2022. Let her up, he said, reinforcing his belief that she does not need court-ordered supervision. And I agree. They fucking with Wendy Williams, and I don't like it. This can happen to any of us. Y'all gonna have to protect me as I get bigger and bigger. One day they might try to pull the wool over the world's eyes and tell them I'm incapacitated. I don't know what I'm talking about, and try to lock me up in a facility. That's why I speak up now, because I realize this shit can happen to anybody if somebody is out to get you. And the only way you can get out of it is outsiders helping. So thank God that somebody finally started helping Wendy Williams after I cussed out the whole fucking world about Wendy Williams last week. Oh, good. Thanks for that info. Dexter saying her niece, I guess her niece spoke out too. She said she been on their next year because I've been trying to do whatever little bit I can too. Because I was at first I was kind of covering it, but I really didn't know what was going on. And I thought Wendy Williams really needed help. You know, I didn't know. I was going off of what they were saying. And then it started I'm gonna tell you when I got pissed. When I saw her talking outside of the window, doing an interview with TMZ, and she was coherent and talking, and you could tell she was normal. I said, here these motherfuckers go again. They got me thinking she can't talk and walk and don't know what she's doing. And here I'm seeing her behind some glass window in some living facility, crying and talking to TMZ, talking about what the hell going on. It was at that moment when my ass got pissed. I didn't like the whole situation, but that moment, that's when I was like, where the fuck is everybody? Like, where the fuck is everybody at this point? Like, I'm done with all that. Like, where is her brothers, her father, her cousins? Shit, we all got crazy cousins. Where they at? Because I don't know if y'all seen them, but I got crazy cousins. And the minute the world tried some of it, if they tried any of this mess on me, I got crazy cousins that's gonna crash out. If you might have seen them on my Facebook sometimes in the comments or Instagram, because they be just anybody mess with me, they gonna fight. They gonna go back and forth with every troll they come across. My cousins is crazy. So I was like, where's Wendy Williams' crazy cousins at? That we always, we all got crazy cousins that we can call when we need them. I'm like, somebody needs to say something. So I'm just happy that they getting some type of handle on this thing. This shit is crazy. Exactly. I was like, where was her crazy cousins? Like, we all got crazy cousins that will crash out in a minute. See, Amy know. Amy know everybody. So that's why I was saying, I'm like, damn, ain't nobody got Wendy Williams back. Exactly. Oh, it'll be a crazy red flag if they was to unalive Wendy Williams. And so, like you said, they trying to keep her quiet. I even saw an article where the judge told Wendy Williams that she mad because she been speaking out. I'm like, where they do that at? How the judge gonna tell her that she gotta shut up? So y'all go from saying that she can't talk, like she got dementia and she got all this stuff where she can't communicate, but now y'all trying to tell her to stop communicating. I thought y'all said she couldn't communicate. Now she communicating so damn good, y'all ass is panicking. So now the person that y'all said wasn't making sense, was sick, and couldn't take care of herself, now she's so coherent and putting everybody's feet to the fire. Now y'all trying to get her to shut up. This shit is foul. This is foul. But like I said, I'm just glad that somebody is speaking up for her, because for a minute, I felt like she was on her own. So check this out. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. Did y'all know that one of the judges, Judge Lisa, who appointed Sabrina Morrissey as Wendy's guardian, did y'all know that she was previously investigated for allegedly taking bribes from guardianship lawyers? I'm going to read that again. Judge Lisa, who appointed Sabrina as Wendy's guardian, was previously investigated for taking bribes from guardianship lawyers. Oh, I know y'all ain't heard that nowhere, because you ain't going to hear it nowhere. Unless you're listening to the Flo Show No Filter, you're going to hear it. I'm about to dive into it. This overtime. I'm putting in overtime today. Questions. This is from The Root, written by Kaylin Womack. Questions surround judge who assigned Wendy Williams her random guardian. Oh, this shit stink. Somebody in trouble. After the Where's Wendy Williams documentary began airing on Lifetime, the internet exploded. And when the internet exploded, we start digging. And then we come to find out, after an insane battle with Wendy Williams' family and children over who should control her funds, New York Supreme Court Judge Lisa appointed someone outside of the family. The fuck? How you gonna appoint someone outside the family? One would think the chaos will come to a close, but no. A resurfacing article from ABC named that shady judge as one of the Manhattan judges with a suspicious link between campaign donations and guardianship rulings in favor of lawyers. People don't dig like me. That's why they ban my ass on TikTok. Because I'm going to find some shit. Manhattan judge Lisa received $5,720 in campaign donations from 2019 to 2022 from 20 guardianship lawyers. One of the lawyers who donated to her, he donated $1,000. Another guardianship lawyer donated money. And they claimed that the donations wasn't a conflict of interest. And I don't like it. How is it not going to be a conflict of interest if I'm taking money from guardianship people and then I'm giving outsiders guardianship of somebody who we know is okay? Now, it has not been determined whether Morrissey donated, the person who got this guardianship, it's not been determined that that person donated, but how do we know? We don't even know what their relationship is. What relationship is this guardian with Wendy Williams? It stinks. And these findings merely cast even more skepticism on why Wendy Williams is being treated like this and what the fuck is really going on. See how we cooking now. We cooking now. And then the Guardian, now this is according to Dexter's Desi, the Guardian was from the bank. Y'all see how shady this is? And I bet you 90% of y'all listening didn't know this information about the Guardian. Didn't know this information about the judge. This judge already done been investigated in some shady guardianship shenanigans. Look at Shauna just plainly said Wendy hates her. There you go. Bank account wide open. This some bullshit. So we're going to stay on Wendy. We're going to stay on this judge and this guardian. The Flo Show No Filter is officially on their ass. I'm about to do some digging this weekend. This judge has already been investigated over guardianship hanky-panky. And I don't like it. I don't like it. The amazing part is that just lets you know how much they think we dumb. They think that they can pull anything and we ain't gonna see through it. Oh yeah, we officially on their ass now. We are officially on top of this guardian and this judge. And I want to find out everything they got going on and everything they done did. I want to freaking know. So I appreciate everybody who tapping into this Wendy Williams situation because it's some bullshit. Anything else before we get out of here today? Let me look and see if there's anything else we need to that's coming across. Besides my Cavs kicking ass. Thank you, Dexter, for it sounds like Dexter's Desi sounds like has been paying attention to what's been going on with the Wendy Williams situation. I appreciate that. And Wells Fargo froze Williams' bank accounts and filed a petition for a temporary financial guardianship. Wow. They ran a crazy game on Wendy. And according to Dexter Desi, she said Keystone Law posted it on their actual page. Appreciate you for that information. Hey, Dexter Desi, they got a mini me. Dexter Desi filling in for mini me on keeping us up to date on the news. Shout out to Dexter Desi for that. We appreciate it for sure. Because I haven't been able to dive as deep into the Wendy Williams situation as I would like to. But I'm officially pissed off. It sure did start from the bank. I agree. The bank saw all that money. That bank saw all that money Wendy Williams had. And they came up with this scheme. They came up with this scam. And here we are. They've been plotting on getting that money from Wendy Williams for a long time. And who knows where they've been spending that money. Man, we don't know who all has been benefiting off Wendy Williams' money. Wendy is being punished by the music industry and they are trying to bankrupt her. Yes. And a lot of people think Mohawk Diddy got a lot to do with what's going on with Wendy Williams. And that's why I got to do some digging this weekend, y'all. I got work to do. Because this shit stinks. This stinks. It stinks, really does. So we gonna definitely continue to pay attention to what the hell going on with our girl Wendy Williams. Let me go back in my notes and see if there's anything that I missed in the podcast that I want to convey to y'all before I get D-Buck out of here. Oh, I told you about Jaguar. Oh, I got everything. The only thing I forgot was to announce the tour. So I did pretty good today. Now, what is this where they talking about this same shady judge is pissed off because Wendy Williams is talking to the media? Did y'all hear that? This is the last thing we're going to talk about before I get out of here. That shady judge is mad because Wendy Williams is talking to media. What you mad for? Are you mad because she exposing y'all bullshit? That's another article that I saw that pissed me off. I'm like, what type of judge? In other words, this judge is sounding guilty of something. Because I'm trying to figure out, why would you be so mad? Why would you be so mad at Wendy Williams talking to the media if y'all ain't doing nothing wrong? She is a media personality. What the fuck you mean? How could you be mad? That's like being mad at me for talking to the media, I am in the media. But it say right here, Wendy Williams' guardianship fed up with her talking to the media. This is by the Daily News. Before we get the fuck up out of here, we got to go over this. Check this out. From the Daily News, Wendy Williams' guardianship fed up with her talking to the media. The judge handling Wendy Williams' guardianship case is reportedly upset by the former talk show host because she continues to speak to the media and wants to add even tighter restrictions. This is some bullshit. This is unbelievable. In a fiery email sent to Williams' lawyer, Judge Lisa, the one I just said was investigated for guardianship bullshit before. In a fiery email, she said she ordered Williams be moved to a more restrictive assisted living facility than the one she's in now. And the one she's in now, Wendy Williams calls it a luxury. She calls it a luxury prison. I have always contended that Wendy will be given the independence she can handle. I question how well she has handled the independence she has been given. Y'all, I hate this judge. I don't even use that word hate. I hate this judge. This is crazy. You mad because this lady is seeking help? Wow. She says, I am not cognitively impaired, but I feel like I'm in prison. The system is broken. The system that I am in. The system has falsified a lot. This has been 3 years and I'm caught in the middle of the system. This sad, y'all. And this judge don't need to be no fucking judge. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Let's get them outs in the comments. And we about to attack this Wendy Williams. I'm going to do some more digging and some more looking. But this is crazy. So let's get the outs. Let's get the outs in the comment section. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, before you get up out of here. Subscribe, like it, share. Look up the podcast on Apple and Spotify, the Flo Show No Filter, top 5% podcast right now. We will be hitting 100,000 downloads next week. We're going to have a celebration. We're going to celebrate when we hit 100,000. I'm looking forward to it. Much love to everybody. Okay, we got a panel tonight. I didn't know. So I didn't know it was locked in. So what is, oh yeah, Thursday night, like I told you. According to Shauna, there's a panel tonight. Thursday night has turned into ladies' night, but man, you are welcome too. So everybody check out the panel tonight. I don't know what time it is, but I'm sure they'll make an announcement and I'll let everybody know. And as always, we out. Everybody get the outs. I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, 7:30 a.m. The Flo Show No Filter available on Apple and Spotify. But if you want to see it live, join us every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'ma miss y'all. I love y'all. But I'm out.